Jake goes, watch this. Once he said that, I immediately took my phone out. I'm like, something crazy is about to happen.
I go, bro, I've had enough. So I got up and I just started running towards him. So last thing, what the fuck do you think you're doing? I just blasted a hydro fast.
That was insane.
Right
yeah, nuts.
Crazy. Dude, 80-inch TV shattered.
He got up and looked at me. He was
Bro,
like,
I was like, I can't even do the face again. Like, I was shook. I was like, what the fuck just happened?
Yeah, it was wild.
It made my whole day.
So
I
good.
showed the whole office. I was like,
nuts.
look at this dude. He's in Miami, bro. Let's go. We're live. Another Adversity Kings podcast. We got some special guests today. We got Jake D'Amelio. Or is it D'Amelio?
D'Amelio.
Yep. Okay, I should have just asked.
It's all good.
And then we got EJ. What's the last name?
Golden.
EJ Golden?
Golden.
Let's go. And then we got Jack.
Donlin.
Jack Donlin.
Yes, sir.
Let's go. Where's everybody from?
I'm from upstate New York.
I'm from Jersey. Me and Jack are from Rumson, New Jersey, Monmouth County.
Jake and I have known each other years.
Years? Like
since we grew
15
up.
plus. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah. So what, I want to like just dive real quick into like piece the audience together in regard to how you guys all came together. Can we do that?
Yeah, for sure. So me and Jack obviously grew up with each other. EJ came on board once I started building everything up. I got into the merchant cash advance space about 6 years ago. I started working as a broker in New York City. I worked there for about a year and a half. COVID hits. Everyone kind of panicked, you know what I mean? Yeah. Especially working in the city, all the fucking liberals and shit out there. Everyone just like went nuts. So I was like, all right, I got a few bucks left on my name. I'm gonna start my own thing. So I ended up partnering up with a good buddy of mine, Mike. We started lending out money together. And then COVID was still going on. And it was such a tough time to be in New Jersey because like everything was shut down. I was like, dude, I got to get out of here. So at the time, I started traveling to Miami back and forth with my wife, Mika. And I was like, I want to move here. This place is sick. Insane. Like I want to move to Florida. There's opportunity. And where I grew up, like the town was a super small bubble, but it was a very wealthy town, but I didn't grow up wealthy at all.
Yeah.
Like where I come from, my background, I didn't struggle or anything. I didn't grow up like dirt poor, but it wasn't like the rest of my friends. So I was like, I want to get away from all that bubble fucking town bullshit. And I want to start a new life and I want to build a company. So I ended up partnering up with a few guys, opened a company down here in Florida. I recruited Jack. I was like, bro, you're going to come down here. He's like, no. But at the time, Jack you didn't have a job.
No.
Right? You just left your job
in between.
in the city.
I just left.
In between jobs.
I was making $50,000 a year, hated the job, tech job, quit. Jake paid me actually $2,000 to drive his car with all his shit in it down to Miami. I've been here ever since.
$2,000 at like the time, like
oh dude, it was
we're 20,
huge to
21
me,
years old. Like that's a good chunk
huge.
of money. I was making like 30, 40 grand a month. So I was like, all right, let's fucking run it. So I paid him to drive his car down.
Put me in a hotel for a month and a half until I made money to get my own place.
And then I started paying Jack a salary to come and work. And then EJ came on board. We met EJ through some local people. And at the time, we had like 40, 50 guys in the office. I moved everyone down here. I started recruiting like crazy, same way you do in your insurance business. And it kind of just blew up, short story, you know what I mean? And now here we fucking are.
So you break out of the merchant business to create your own merchant office.
Correct. Yeah.
Do they license? Insurance has a license for each individual state. Is it similar?
No, so our business is unregulated.
Okay, unregulated.
So, I mean, I have certain stuff that I have to follow because I lend money like through the banks and stuff like that. But as far as like an actual license, like a Series 7 or anything like that, no, I don't have any of that.
That's so sweet.
But yeah, I started with a big broker shop. There was like 40, 50 guys.
Yeah.
And, having a lot of employees is cool. Like we had this Wolf of Wall Street vibe, gongs ringing, people are going crazy, people are making a ton of money. But then it started to get kind of out of control because I didn't really know how to be a boss and it all happened so fast.
Yeah.
Like I was like, oh my God, this is out of control. And at the time I was drinking, I was partying. Like I didn't really know how to take it all in. So one day, I think it was just like,
I don't know. People were stealing. People were
stealing money. It was just
shit.
like, it was not a good culture. It lasted for like a good year and a half.
Yeah.
And then one day I woke up, I was like, you know what, dude? I'm fucking done.
We're out.
Like I'm taking my core group, Jack, EJ, the guys who believe in me and want to stick around, and we're just gonna build something small but so powerful at the same time.
Yeah.
And then that's when I opened Novac Equities, which is the company you see on our shirts, our dog tags, and all that.
Why have I heard of Novac though? Is that like I feel like I've heard of that before.
I mean, look, we represent ourselves, all over Miami. We've been on Andy's podcast. We've been all over. It's a pretty big brand here in Miami. You know what I mean? But I started creating this thing called the Novac Army, and it was our core people. I got Ken, I got Tyler, I got Luke Weber, I got Jack, I got EJ.
Kareem.
I got Kareem.
Chris.
I got
Tober.
Chris, Brian Tober. I got Mika.
Thomas.
Thomas, Frank.
TJ.
TJ. These are all people. I have an office in Jersey as well. And instead of just having 30, 40, 50 guys, I was like, let's just create 10, 15 people that just going to put in so much effort and blow this thing
Spartans,
up.
just
And
killers.
just killers.
Absolute
And
killers.
it blew up to a 9-figure business in like 5 years, 5.5 years.
And we like have the culture, man, where we want to go to work every day. Like we hate the weekends. We're like, bro, let's go to the office. Like let's just chill. Like it's not just the office. We chill. Like we all come together. We work hard. It's fun. It's a good culture.
Fast forward, like I don't know. Novac was really good. It was popping. But then we were like, how can we make this better? And that's when we got on a Zoom call with Andy Elliott. This is after we're all making money. Everyone's doing well, but we're like, how can we get ourselves better? I'm like, guys, we're going to do this Zoom call with this guy, whether you like it or not. And he's just going to drill everyone, like just pound their fucking heads in. And what was that? Like almost like, how long ago, Jack?
That was what, almost a year ago?
Almost a year ago.
Say about 9 to 12 months.
And, I stopped. I had heart surgery like 2 years ago.
Wow.
Not open heart surgery. It was like, it's called ablation, where they're going through your groin.
Yeah.
I was like, you know what, God, give me a second chance. I'm not going to fuck this up. So I stopped, all drugs. I don't smoke. I don't do any of that. I'll still maybe have a drink here and there. I don't really get drunk or anything like that.
Yeah.
But I was like, if I'm going to do this, everyone else has to do it too. Yeah. And listen, there's a time and place to party. You know what I mean? Like 100%. Everyone, you got to celebrate your wins. Everyone enjoys to have a good time every now and then. But instead of just like being the typical cash advance company that we're competing with that works their ass off, does well, then on the weekends they just destroy their fucking bodies.
Yeah.
They don't work out. They don't take care of themselves. They sniff blow every weekend, like Wall Street style stuff.
Yeah.
I was like, we're going to be totally different. We're going to create this army vibe like Andy has, this cult, get so close and so strong together. And dude, like everyone's life has changed.
Dude,
like,
we're working out together every morning. Like we're just doing everything.
I was like, at first I was like, oh, Jake's one of the Miami coaches. You can bring your crew in, your coach. And I was like, now putting everything together, it's like you guys are a legitimate like business family.
Yeah.
There's business outside.
It's not a place where you just go to work.
Yeah,
it's not what it is.
That's incredible.
We go in every single day and have a smile on our face every day when we go in. And there's always obstacles and we always figure out ways to overcome everything. Like this week was just so stressful and so crazy.
Yeah, it was a big week.
But Friday ends, we celebrate our wins and we have a good time. We go out to dinner and then we go to sleep and we do it again and again and again.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
repeat.
It's
Absolutely.
it's badass. And now here we are.
That place was good last night.
Oh, it was unbelievable. Went to Catch. It was beautiful.
What'd you guys eat?
Steak, sushi.
Everything.
Just everything.
What's it called?
Everything.
Catch?
Catch.
I think they
You know
just,
Catch, New York
I feel like I've
City?
been-
Yeah.
I feel like I've
Catch
been.
19.
Yeah.
It's a popular place. It's super good.
Do you guys like carbones?
Carbone's
good.
okay.
Is it overrated?
Yeah.
It's
I think
overrated.
so.
I think it's overrated.
It's
Cipriani's
overrated.
better.
I mean, the only thing you can
Cipriani's
fucking
better.
eat there is like the spicy
Spicy
rigatoni.
ring.
Yeah, that's it.
Then you gotta like pay $300 to get a reservation.
Yeah,
it's
it's
ridiculous.
overrated.
I'm going tonight.
There you go.
I'm good on that.
Well, like getting down here to Miami, like I want to hit everything. That's the last place. I've hit everything but there. I think
Yeah.
Poppy Steak's my favorite so far.
Dude, we enjoy just, like I said, listen, like I said, it's not like none of us are dead sober. There's a few guys at our company that are like sober, but
Yeah.
like we enjoy just going to a nice fat dinner and then going to fucking sleep.
It's the best.
dude.
the best.
There's
I
nothing
wake
better,
up,
bro.
I'm really into paddle. I play paddle. I like to run. Like,
Yeah.
dude, I hated, for me, when I would scroll through Instagram and I would see people dominating and killing me because they didn't go out.
Yes.
I was like, I have to do this. I can't watch them.
Yeah.
And while I'm hungover because like I decided to have fucking fun for 4 hours, like no, I'm not doing that anymore. So I was like, fuck that. I give this life up. I'm done with it.
That's amazing.
Because when we first moved here, we went nuts.
Yeah.
You can imagine, we're a
Nuts.
bunch of young kids making a shit ton of money, just partied Thursday to Sunday.
Yeah.
Like Jake said, we're waking up on Sunday just dead.
Yeah.
Our Mondays are affected now. Our Tuesdays are affected.
The whole
We're
week.
spending
How long have you
thousands
guys
of
been
dollars.
locked in like this now?
Probably almost 2 years.
I would say Jake really started it
Yeah.
and then got us all of us on board. Excuse me.
Yeah.
But yeah, about a year now. We fully just
Year and a half, 2 years. Yeah.
completely changed everything that we do.
Everybody's
Yeah.
locked.
And everyone holds each other accountable. You would
Exactly.
think, like, you go to work, okay? And
Yeah.
you have your friends that you work with. For us, we go to work Monday through Friday. You would think that we would get sick and tired of each other. Like,
Yeah.
dude, we don't.
Yeah.
We'll hang out with each other all
We just
fucking
spent 2
day.
months in the same Airbnb.
Yeah, it's amazing.
On the
Jersey.
water in
Yeah.
Jersey. Like I wanted to kill you guys at the end of it, but it was lit. We had a great time. Like it was eat dinner every night together. Like
And listen, it comes down to
I'm moving probably like 30% of my company down here over the next like 60, 90 days.
It's the best decision.
Nice.
I told all these
Yeah.
guys, I was like, listen,
Genius.
for those that don't have a six pack, you're gonna get the six pack.
Yep.
Because
There you
I
go.
like you go in the boxer and there's a grandpa with a six pack.
Yeah,
you
it's
go in a
nuts.
boxer, someone's
It-
grandma got a
yeah.
six. The fucking French bulldog has a six
Yeah.
pack. You know what I mean? Like,
Everyone.
your life is gonna level
Yeah.
up, and it, like people are pulling up. You got the GT3 RS, you got the
Yeah.
Ferraris. You go, and it's like no matter what, however it's done, however it's getting accomplished. For me personally, like people are like, oh, they're renting it. It's like, can you even afford to rent it? Oh, they're taking tests. Can you afford the test? Like,
Yeah,
I don't
exactly.
care, dog. Like for me personally, it's like, dude, I want to get the job done and I want to help you guys get the job done. So I'm so excited to just start to create that like dynamic. Chicago's cool and all, but if you guys have ever been to Chicago, it's old, cold money. Like it's cold 19 months out of the year.
Yeah, it's nuts.
And it's like old money. I think one of the richest dudes like in the world lived out there. He was in that GameStop movie. I don't know if you guys watched that GameStop crash movie.
Oh, that guy that made a killing on the GameStop stock.
Yeah, I forget. He was in
Remember the
that
guy
movie.
that did the trading
Of
on
course.
the GameStop
Yeah.
thing? Kareem was talking about.
Yeah, made a killing.
Dude, he made like
Yeah.
$80 million
Yeah, it's
or
nuts.
something
Crazy.
nuts.
Stupid.
He
Crazy.
shorted it.
Yeah.
He shorted GameStop. So he lived out there, but I think he moved out. Everybody moves out of there. It's like Canada there. It's like 50% taxes. Everything's horrible.
The best
man.
thing you can do, in my opinion, is get your team out here.
Yes.
Even when we travel and we go all over the place, it just doesn't feel the same. Like, dude, my life, his life could be so much harder and so much more complicated than it really is, but we choose to make it so fucking easy.
Yep.
Yeah.
We wake up every day, we go to the gym at the same time, we go to work, we go home, and then we get up again and do the same thing.
Yeah. Mhm.
Like, I enjoy how simple my life is, dude.
The routine's
I
everything.
don't.
the routine is
Routine
big.
is huge, bro. It's everything.
Routine is big.
bro.
It determines your future.
And
Like,
if you can get your whole team down here doing the same, like you're not going to fucking succeed from
Yeah,
that.
1000%.
It's insane to even like think like, why would you want your team somewhere else? I've had offices all over the place. I still do. I have an office in Jersey. I actually have 2 offices in Jersey. I was about to open one up in Dallas. And then I'm like thinking to myself, why the fuck would I do that? Because then I'm going to be here. They're going to be there. They're not going to get the same treatment.
Yeah.
Like, let me bring the whole squad here and just grow it to the roof.
Yeah, 1000%.
You know?
Yeah, 1000%.
That's it.
I like to talk on like origin, dude. Like, so what was growing up for you guys like? Let's go one at a time. Let's start with
ahead,
you, Jay.
Jack.
What was growing up for you like?
Growing up it was easy, man. I wasn't loaded. My family wasn't loaded,
Yeah.
but like we had it good. Like my mom and dad, like they both worked.
Yeah.
I played sports. Everything I wanted, they gave it to me. I would say I was spoiled, but not like too spoiled. Like I didn't
was
have a
your sport?
car. Say what?
What was your sport?
I played basketball, baseball, soccer. I played everything.
Yeah?
I played everything. Yeah, I was athletic. Every season we were doing something. I have 2 younger brothers.
Yeah.
They're doing something. They're always doing something. So growing up, it was easy. It wasn't hard. You know, life really wasn't hard. But
What part of New York?
so listen, I said upstate in the beginning.
Yeah.
If you live in Long Island, you call it upstate. They call anything above the city upstate. I'm like, it's a small town called Poughkeepsie. It's called Hopewell Junction.
Yeah.
And I say,
Junction.
like when people say stuff to me, I'm like, I'm from Poughkeepsie. I just tell them like,
Yeah.
because that's what people will know.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
like you want to get into like deep dive, it's called Hopewell Junction.
Who were you closest to growing up? Mom, dad, brother?
I would say everyone, man. My whole
Everybody?
family. Yeah, we had such a
Tight-knit?
tight vibe. Like there was no like secrets or anything. We all vibed. We all did everything together. Vacations, everything.
What's the nationality? What?
So my mom's Italian. Her parents were from Italy off the boat.
Yeah.
And my dad's side is Irish.
Okay.
So I would say more Italian just because they came off the boat. My grandparents, only spoke Italian. But we celebrate both. We do both.
Bronx Tale.
No, I haven't.
Oh, you got to see the Bronx Tale, man.
With Sonny?
That's nuts.
Oh yeah, I have. Yeah.
I was gonna say, that's like the
Dude, I watched
classic.
so many movies.
I think they had like an Italian-Irish
yeah.
dynamic.
So that's where I'm from. Yeah, I actually just went to Italy for my first time 2 years ago.
That's sweet.
Saw the whole family. Went into Campobasso, where we're from. No AC, which was brutal.
Do you have dual citizenship?
No.
You definitely can get it.
Yeah, you definitely can get
Easily.
it.
Yeah, definitely
100%.
could if I wanted. But that was cool. Going to Europe for my first time. That was sick. Seeing
When
everything.
did your life kind of pivot and like you knew there was something different inside of you? Like, was it young? Was it high
So
school?
this is really what it was when I was also working in the city during COVID. I was commuting every day, 2 hours door to door each way. So 4 hours total.
Okay.
Did that for like 2 years straight. COVID hit. We were working from home, remote. And then
Real
I...
estate, no?
No, that came. So I literally quit the marketing job. Me and my buddy Ryan drove down to Florida, Destin though. So 8 hours away. It was on the Panhandle.
It's like by Bama.
Yeah, literally right underneath Alabama. Sick waters, cool ass area, very touristy. Was doing real estate there, just wholesaling properties, virtual wholesaling properties all over the U.S. It was cool. Didn't really work out. The guy I was working for was kind of a dickhead. And then that's actually how I met these guys. A mutual friend was like, hey, my buddy Jake's killing it. They're starting this business. If you want to get involved, hit the phones. I was like, you know what? It's not working out here. I literally didn't have a job for like 4 or 5 months in Destin. Yeah. I was living with 2 other guys. We had a pretty big house, 4-bed house. It's cheap out there in Destin though. Real cheap. Nothing like here in Miami.
How much was your rent?
Dude, it was like $700 a head.
Imagine paying $700.
And we lived in like a nice townhouse, gated community. Like,
what?
Yeah, nice. Didn't have a job for like 5 months. I was like, bro, I need to do something. Like for me, I always need to be making money. So I just went out, got like a waiter job. Was a waiter for like 7 months, just grinded, hustled. Margaritaville, love that shit.
Jimmy Buffett, Margaritaville.
Jimmy Buffett.
It's insane.
And then I met these guys.
Yeah.
Literally moved from Destin to Miami, got a 2-bed with my buddy Ryan. Worked, ended up saving enough money and live by myself now, live with my girlfriend.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's sick.
Let's go, dude.
So that's the story.
From bussing tables to 7 figures.
Come on, bro.
That's legit.
Yeah.
So that's it. That's the whole, listen, I didn't have it tough. I didn't grow up poor, dirt poor. I had a beautiful house, beautiful neighborhood, played sports, had it good. Didn't go to a private school, went to normal public school.
Yeah.
But everything was good, man. Wasn't a troublemaker. Some may say otherwise, but I don't think so.
Let's go. Jake.
Yeah, so I grew up in Rumson, New Jersey, where Jack's from. I grew up playing, all sports. I was always competitive. I was always crazy. I was always the kid getting in trouble doing insane shit. My parents ended up getting divorced when I think I was in like 8th or 9th grade.
Okay.
So that was different for me because in my town, like it's so family oriented. So like if someone gets divorced, it's like, wow. And the whole town talks about it. So I kind of had to overcome that. My mom really struggled with that big time. Cause like my mom was a flight attendant. She was only making like 50, 60K a year.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Dad worked for public works, probably 60, 70K a year too. But when you get divorced and you really don't have income like that.
In half.
Yeah. Like my mom had a couple $1,000 in her account at a time. You know what I mean? So we had to like find places to live. And my dad was, he got remarried. So like that was all weird. At the time, obviously everything's okay now. But growing up, it taught me a lot, seeing my mom struggle, seeing even my dad struggle at times and me not being able to do some of the finer things that my friends did. I was like, dude, like I want to go big. And so many people, they do want to get rich, but they don't understand what it comes with.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They don't understand. So like me growing up in the town I grew up in, I saw the nice stuff. I saw people going to the nice restaurants. I was like, I do want that. But then obviously when you do start making money, it kind of wakes you up in a sense. Like for me, I was like, wow, I finally make $1 million. That's crazy. Then you make $5 million a year. Then you make $10 million a year. You're like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? But it wakes you up because you see what it took you to get there.
Yeah.
And you see what you had to overcome and how you grew up in order to be in this situation. So, I wouldn't trade my life for the world, but it comes with its territories. You know what I mean? You have your struggles. You see, like mentally, you really need to lock the fuck in once you start making serious coin, especially when you have employees and you have other mouths to feed.
Yeah.
So I feel like growing up the way I did taught me a lot. And I'm happy as hell the way I grew up. I'm glad I didn't grow up wealthy. I'm glad I didn't grow up with money or I wasn't able to do things, that I always wanted to do.
Yeah.
So I feel like that molded me to the person I am today. And I feel like I still make mistakes to this day, being a boss and being in the situation I'm in. I'm going through a lot of shit right now, opening new companies, but I give it all thanks to fucking, the Lord, and I give thanks that I don't drink or do drugs anymore because I wouldn't be able to focus and be who I am today,
Yeah.
So that's pretty much it, bro.
Who were you closest with growing up?
I would say my father, just because he's like the same person as me. I would just say I'm obviously a lot fucking smarter than my pops. I think he's he's Italian, like as can be, 100%.
Yeah.
Grandparents from Italy, like
Oh yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, 1000%.
Yeah. So I would say I can't relate to my mom, but like she's my everything. She's my rock. You know what I mean? She grew up in Colorado, like Irish, but like she's nothing like me at all. And she's so like chill and sit back. Like for her life is so good. Like I just recently bought my mom a house. I have her, I have my parents on payroll. You know what I mean? I take care of them. I make sure they're okay. I got them a car and stuff. but like she never expected any of this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's cool. I can relate to my father, but I like to give my mom something she never experienced growing up. You know, both her parents passed away very early. She didn't grow up with any money. They're poor, you know, so she's been a hustler too herself. But my dad's just like a hardcore, like in the gym, like crazy fucking Italian dude, you know, like, and I can compare to that.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, dude. Jack.
So same as Jake, Rumson, New Jersey.
Yeah.
Very suburban, very cookie cutter area. Very small. There's 3,000, 4,000 people in the whole town. Everyone knows each other. Same thing as them, sports, public school. Very good but simple lifestyle. It's a beach town, so, you know, go to the beach every summer, family vacations. I come from a Irish-Italian background as well. But, you know, never really struggled. Never really had, you know, the wealthiest parents. My dad was a ex-Wall Street guy, so he did well. But, you know, we weren't the richest. Very normal lifestyle.
Yeah.
I went to college, University of Arizona, did 4 years there. When I left, I was bouncing around jobs. It took a while for me to really find something that I liked and something that I could be consistent with. I sold windows. I sold tech for a dental company. I did a variety of different things. I think the biggest pivot in my life was when Jake called me. And Jake, remember, you were calling me for 3-4 months straight.
I was like, bro, you gotta
you
come.
were working on it.
Yeah, dude. He's like, you gotta come. You gotta come.
Bro, the best thing in the world, sorry to cut you off, is winning with your boys.
Yes.
You know
There's
what I mean?
nothing better.
You can't mix. I've had a lot of friends that work for me that shouldn't have worked for me and it didn't end up working out. You know how that goes. Like you try and get all your homies rich. But like sometimes friends and business, it just doesn't mix. But you know, Jack's never had a problem with that.
No.
So
We have a great working relationship. We have a great friendship. That's never going to change. But the change for me was when Jake brought me down. He sat me down with his wife.
Yeah.
We went to lunch at Tommy's. I still remember this so vividly. And they're like, it's like a 3-hour lunch. They're like, dude, you got to come to Miami. You got to join this. It's going to be huge. You're going to crush it. It was the best thing that's ever happened to me to this day. It was amazing. Changed my entire life.
I'm excited.
And he told me, he goes, bro, it's not going to be easy. This is a tough knit
we've
industry.
been at this shit for fucking almost 6.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been at this for 6 years now. Jack, how long have you been in this space?
4.5 years now. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's incredible, dude.
It's been going a long time.
I can't
dude.
wait to get down here, like full time.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
I'm already
It's
just
life
coming
changing,
down here
bro.
for the last 4 months. I'm already.
What about you?
like-
Tell us about you.
Dude, so I got a little more of a, I don't know, Adversity King story. So for me, from my perspective, everybody's got demons because the more they're internalized. But externally, both my parents were, they went away by the time I was like 8 years old. My mom went away first. They were just got caught up in like white collar issues. So I was on a PJ 6, 7 years old. And it's really important for me to share that part of the story because like my dad was exposing me to like high levels of like wealth at a young age. He was good friends with this insurance man. It was so crazy because I ended up getting him on the podcast and he owned an insurance agency. But I don't know, they messed up with some money and they both went away. My mom went away first.
How long?
2 years. And she was away, was it Betty? She was away with like some famous person. I forget the lady's name. But yeah, she went away. I remember her coming home one day. My parents split up when I was 6 and we were up with my grandparents in Pennsylvania where she's from. And she came home and there was a black SUV outside, I remember, and she's like, I gotta go. And they hate when I talk about this, but it's my life, you know what I mean? But you know, she's like, I gotta go away. And she left. And you know, that's when like the anger and everything started to build up inside of me. My life just completely changed.
That's tough.
You know, my dad took us while my mom was away, and that was like a whole debacle between her parents and him. But I remember like these 2 years are so important because with him, every night we watched 300, we watched Scarface, and we watched Troy. And just had me in football, wrestling, boxing, and it was just no matter what you do, you're gonna win. No matter what you do, you're gonna be a killer. No matter what you do, you know what I mean? Like, and he just was indoctrinating my mind. And then he woke up one day and crying was never allowed, and he was like, "I gotta go away." And then he went away, and then he was pretty much gone the rest of my life. We're chill now. It's been a while, but yeah, dude, I grew up angry, kicked out of every school, and then I got expelled officially my sophomore year. I was working at UPS. I don't know if you guys know anybody that's ever worked at UPS. I was 15, 16 years old, loading 53-foot trailers. And, dude, I just knew, like, over time, I was like, dude, I got to get rich. I remember the PJs, I remember the dinners, and we were on food stamps, food bank lines. My mom worked 2-3 jobs, but going away, the rehabilitation system, like, justice-wise for America is not phenomenal. So she wasn't able to get, like, a really good paying job. I think she told me, like, the most she was making was, like, 20 grand, which now I look at, like...
Dude, yeah.
Yeah.
Make that fucking day.
Bro, like... like I look at it and I'm like, dude, like I don't, that doesn't make sense to me now. You know what I mean? So it's like, just one of the credit cards usually adds up to 20 grand a month. And it's like, it's crazy to see how far we've come. But like, dude, I love her to death. It's like, again, I can't relate to her when it comes to generating money and how she goes with making money. But dude, yeah, the food stamps, the food bank lines, her working 2-3 jobs. It was just me and my little sister. And I knew I was going to catch a break. I just always loved like just being like the crazy kid. And I ended up getting a World Star contract. You guys remember World Star?
Yeah.
World
I got a World Star contract when I was 16. I set myself on fire, which was crazy, but it was right by a pool.
Wow.
Yeah, I was a crazy ass kid. But the second one that like they really started sending consistent like W9s was I got tackled in Taco Bell. I don't know if you guys remember this crazy video, this kid getting tackled. That was me. So I got tackled in Taco Bell. Computer exploded. We had to run out of there. But I was like, dude, we're gonna build a brand, and this is 10 years ago, and started blowing up. And then I get an automated email. I was uploading my high school diploma on different job sites, Indeed, and I got an email from an insurance company. Thought it was a scam. Went and checked it out. Rest is history. I made $114,000 my first year out of high school, coming from nothing. That was most legal money my family's probably ever seen. Wow. So, and then I put my first 7 figures on a 1099 at 22. I got a whole other story after that too. But that's like the full story. You know what I mean?
So it's really cool. Everyone has a story. You know, like there's so many people out there that have stories, but like the story isn't that cool.
No.
Like to see what all of us have been through each and every month, each and every year, to see how we've grown. But like everyone has a story from when they grew up. Like, dude, I worked construction. I was a fucking mate on a fishing boat. Yeah. I got kicked off my high school football team for stealing. Like, dude, I was a fucking devil, man. Yeah. But like all these things, like you said, are demons. You know what I mean? Like you fought those demons with your mom, your pops, like seeing all that shit. Like those are scars. You know what I mean? But they turn into fucking wins.
Yes.
And the biggest thing that people need to take away from all the demons that they battle is that there's good demons on the other side too. You just got to fucking turn the bad into good.
1000%.
You know, so there's so many people out there that are like, how do I do this? How do I do this? When is the time? When is the time? When is the time? It's like, dude, use what you fucking used to battle with to fucking accelerate you and push fucking full force.
Yes.
Don't like think like, oh, I've had this bad past. Oh, this excuse, this fucking, it's like, dude, no one wants to hear about your fucking excuses or what happened to you in the past. Now is now.
Yes.
Past is past. Yep. You need to fucking plant your 2 feet in the fucking ground and go fucking full force.
I always, dude, 1000%. And that's why I came up with Diversity Kings, because it's more so symbolic of my mom, the lions. Like people see like the male lion. Dude, my mom raised me and my little sister and went to war every fucking day. Tears every night. So it's like, I look at her as like this killer, but someone always has a worse story. You know what I mean? So I'll share my story and like try to play it down, because I'm like, dude, someone out there is in another country and there's bombs dropping, right?
Nuts.
You know, so it's like when I met my girl, like she came over from Israel like 3-4 years ago, and so the way it's set up over there is you have to serve. And so she was in like active military, and I was like, dude, the stories and everything like that. And even then, like her perspective, like just bringing me down, my humility,
it drives you.
It drives the shit out of you, drives her, and I'm like. Because she's like, I don't even have it that bad. And I'm like, dog, this girl's serving. She's seen things. And I was like, that's incredible, because I'm over here thinking, oh, I got this, got that. Here's my story. And then it's like, boom, somebody humbles you. Like, here's my story. Here's what I've done. I always remind my guys, someone's done more with less. Someone's done more and gone through more with less excuses, less justifications, and less like seeking out some type of comfort. Fuck the comfort.
Yeah.
Dig down into that pain and like take yourself to the next level.
I had fucking heart surgery at 25 years old.
That's
like,
insane.
You know what I mean? That was a massive
That was a wake up.
I can't even imagine the feeling you had leading into the surgery.
All the guys, like when I came into the office the first day, I remember everyone looking at me and I was like, holy shit, like these people really care about me and this is awesome. Like, cause like it was scary, bro. Like I woke up and I had fucking surgery on my fucking heart. Fast forward 2 years later, I'm healthier than a fucking ox. I'm working out every day. I feel great. Like life is just so good. But like God gave me a second chance, not cause like I was gonna die, but like he was like, Jake, you need to wake the fuck up before you throw every single piece of hard work you put in to get to where you are out the fucking door. Cause dude, I was drinking and partying like that shit really catches up to you, bro.
Yeah.
And I was not gonna just put in all this work and effort to build this company to 9 figures to fucking just blow it away literally with fucking drugs, fucking alcohol, and like and walking in the office and see me as a boss figure. My people see me hungover and all tired. Like how is that gonna work? How are they gonna get to where they need to go if they see me all fucked up and not giving a shit?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I was like, dude, fuck that. I'm good off all that. And now here we are.
Here we are, dude.
That's it.
That's incredible. You guys have such a like. I'm excited to just get down here and get around guys like you. This doesn't exist in Chicago. I've been there for 3 years.
Doesn't
so it's
exist
like,
in
Well,
Jersey.
that was the biggest thing for us too,
Doesn't exist in
getting
New York
out, dude.
either.
We realized that
It's crazy.
everyone in our area, great area, beautiful area,
Yeah.
40 minutes from New York City, super nice. But everyone there stays there.
Yes.
No one has that whatever it is in your head that makes you want more. Everyone
They're all doing the
stays.
same
Jake and
fucking
I are
shit, bro.
Jake and I are the only kids that got out and did something different, did something new, started a business. We're the
It's
only
not even
ones.
about the money. It's not,
It's
like
not about the
it's
money.
not even the
It's
money
about-
we made.
it's about
just
wanting
going
more.
out and doing it on your fucking
Exactly.
own, man.
Yeah.
Not fucking
Yeah.
doing the
100%.
same shit. Where we grew up, you fucking go to college. I dropped out of school. I went to college, played college football for fucking like a year, then got kicked out.
Yeah.
Like they all go to school for 4 years, then they go work for their fucking dad in the city. They build this amazing life in Rumsey, New Jersey, and you don't get out.
Yeah.
Like cool, you can go travel to Europe, that's cute. But how about go meet people that have badass fucking stories where you can literally, like, it can elevate your life. Dude, I have some contacts in my phone that I would never think I have. Like my contact list is probably worth
it's
almost
crazy.
$100 billion.
Yeah.
Like it's nuts.
Dude. And we would have
Dude, I was on
never
the phone-
gotten
I was
that.
in the Hamptons a month ago. I was on the fucking phone
I've
with
been hearing
Aiden
about the
Ross.
Hamptons. Where is the Hamptons?
In New York.
It's
Is
in
it New York? I
Long
was like,
Island.
do these guys grow up in the Hamptons? Like, are you?
It's the end of Long Island.
No, it's the very end of Long
Yeah.
Island.
Long Island,
Yeah,
right?
very end of Long
But
Island.
dude, I'm on the phone with Aiden Ross.
Yeah.
Like just literally, like
Yeah.
he calls us. And
Nuts.
I'm on FaceTime with him and my barber, Jose. You know Billionaire Barber.
Is that the best barber to use down here?
Yeah,
I need a barber.
He's the man.
He's good.
Billionaire
He's good.
barbers.
Pulls up
I'm
right
gonna
to your
put it in my
crib.
notes.
Yeah,
'cause
shout
I'm-
out Billionaire fucking
Shout out
barber.
Billionaire barber.
Jose.
Does he do house calls?
Everything. He comes
Yeah,
to you with a
comes
van.
in a van.
I'll give you his
I've
number.
seen the van. I think
Yeah,
I've
of
seen
course.
it. Okay,
Super
yeah,
legit.
send me the van.
But going back to it, like none of what I have today would have ever been possible if I would have stayed where the
Not at
fuck
all,
I
dude.
was.
Facts.
And if I wouldn't have brought my guys down here, my story would not be as good as it is today. Even though I didn't grow up with EJ or I didn't grow up with Ken or Kareem or any of my dogs that I have in my office, like this is where my life started here. My life didn't.
That's
I
incredible.
I learned a lot growing up, but my life has started since I've lived in Florida.
You think you'll ever leave?
No.
No.
Dude,
We say that all the time.
I told my girl, I was like, I'm getting you out of Miami.
If I want to raise a family, I'll raise a family. I'll send my kids fucking private school somewhere nice in Miami.
Yeah.
And that's that. Or
Is
if
it
I have
like
to go down to
is it called
Boca.
Coral Gables or something?
Coral
Coral
Gables,
Gables
yeah,
is
beautiful.
nice.
Yeah.
Super nice.
But I want my kids to experience what I have.
This is it, man.
They're going to earn everything they fucking get.
1000%.
But they're going to network. They're going to meet people. They're going to be the same psycho fucking
Yes.
path that I am, you know?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
in a good way.
I love that you said that because like I tell individuals, because people used to be like, dude, you're nuts, you're nuts, you're nuts. And I was like, I took that labeling and found a place and found an industry and found more so an identity
Yep.
of where I could convert that insanity and that nuts.
You got to get your boys down here. It's the
and to
biggest
make
thing.
them, bro, I'm so
Yeah, you have
excited to
to.
get
You
these
really
guys
have to.
down here.
There's been so many
I'm so
decisions that
excited.
I've made that I shouldn't have made that literally paid off just because I was like, you know what, fuck this. Everyone's coming here type
Yes.
shit. Pay for whatever they need to do. It will pay off, bro.
Yes.
Because you bring the presence to the office. You are the insurance company. You are everything.
Yeah.
And they're going to follow you.
Yeah, yeah.
But they can only follow you for so long if you're not with them day to day to day.
1000%.
You know what I mean? They have to see how Tristan runs his routine, not how Tristan works in the office.
Yeah.
From what Tristan does in the morning
Yes.
till in the office till he goes to sleep, how he does it every single day. They see it on Instagram. They
Yeah.
might see it when you're there, but for them to see it for a good 6 months straight, they're like, wow.
Yeah.
You know, and
Locked in.
dude, your fucking company will blow up. Your life will change just because your guys are here.
Yeah.
The money will come. Don't worry about that.
The money
But
will,
you have
yeah.
to get them here.
It's not even
first.
about that. It's
Dude,
just about.
and I love that you keep saying like it's not the money, because I'm so sold, especially with those couple years with my dad on the indoctrination of like Troy and 300. I'm so fucking sold on going out on your shield and like building a legacy.
Yeah.
And everything else is a byproduct of that. Like if you're willing, and one day at a time, of like day by day, I'm gonna go out and tackle whatever this world throws at me, and have intention, direction of building something beautiful, valuable. And for me, it's a big thing of legacy. Because I always ask guys this, and you guys, you know, maybe have different answers. 99% of people I ask this question to, they don't know. Who is your great great grandfather? This is just 3, 4,
No, I
5
don't know.
dads.
Yeah,
ago.
no idea.
Bro,
That's
imagine
crazy.
your great great grandson
Yeah.
forgetting you. We're just talking about
Yeah.
your own fucking lineage, bro.
Yeah, that's nuts.
Oh, like I will die first before I allow my great great grandson to forget. None. Like I want your great great grandson to know who the fuck
Yeah.
I was. That's the type of energy. Like
Love that.
because it's legacy. Like I think if you bring enough value to others and to the world, there's no way, at least for a while, you can't be forgotten. Elon Musk and all these individuals, like dude, I don't know. The money is cool and all, but like, dude, a piece of me is like, man, that's got to be some legacy drive.
Yeah, you don't want to fucking die and then someone fucking was like, yo, fuck this guy.
Who was that?
Yeah.
Just a gravestone.
Yeah, no way. No one's gonna be pissing on my fucking grave.
Not at all.
I'll fucking have guys
It'll come out of the
putting zins on
ground.
my fucking zins.
Yeah.
Fucking whatever the fuck it is.
Funny.
Yeah, but yeah, it's great you bring that up because like you want to build generational wealth, but you want to build generational. I don't know what's the fuck. Like you want people to remember you.
Yeah,
You know what I
remember the
mean?
name, dog.
But how are they going to remember you if you just flowing?
You're just an average.
chilling,
Yeah,
you're
exactly.
just an average.
Yeah.
Yes.
Even if you're not making $1 million a year, even if you're not making $500,000 a year, like, dude, well, you want people to remember. You want to know that that person was fucking the nicest guy in the world, or he did whatever he had to do. He put you first before
Yes.
anyone. Like, that's what. But if you can't build something like what you want here, it's not going to happen. That's why I always thought I wanted offices all over. I was like, this is going to be cool. Let's have this fucking shit global.
Yep.
But like, I'm not going to get to experience and hang out with those people. They're not going to see how I live.
Yeah.
Like I said, I was going to open up an office in Dallas, and I'm like, I can't give them my 100%. It's still going to make me money. That's great, but forget the money,
Yeah,
bro.
forget the
It's almost not fair to them.
Yeah, forget
We're
it's
not
not
there.
fair to
Our
them,
presence
too.
isn't there. The family's not
Yeah.
there. So it's
You're
going to be
coming
completely
Novac,
different.
Miami, or,
That's it.
Exactly.
That's it. That's the only option. Yeah.
It's Novac, Miami.
Yeah.
Yeah. 100%.
That's incredible, bro. I'm like, in myself, I was thinking, you know what, I'll keep it Chicago, then I'll do an LA, and I'll have.
But when you're
Miami.
not there, how does it run?
Then now I'm like I'm thinking in my mind.
a lot
like,
to
dude,
think
this
about,
shit is
yeah.
so true. Like, why have all these other operations? You know, and they're going to cost X amount a month. Da 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 da. The return on investment. Forget that. Like, what about the life return on investment of just telling guys, hey, get down here.
Yep.
This is it.
It's the real deal.
When you're
is
not
it.
at the office, does it run the same?
No, it doesn't run the same. Not
There's
at
your
all.
answer, bro.
Yeah.
Like you don't even
There you
need to
go.
explain anymore to yourself.
Yeah.
To me,
I'm already
to
sold.
anyone, if you're not there.
Yeah.
And you know, there's Fortune 500 companies out there. The CEOs are not there because they do so well. But dude, personally, you want a CEO that fucking can go into the
Yes.
office every single day and keep giving you value
Yes.
after value after value after value. I don't need to go to the office. My shit will still get ran. I'll make plenty of fucking money.
Yeah.
But when I'm there, it builds and it grows and there's just so much more shit gets done. And you know, every CEO is going to say the same fucking shit.
Yeah.
But like, why not build that for a good 5-7 years? Then you can chill out and relax a little bit. You know what I mean? Get that right hand man. Like for me, Jack and EJ are my right hand guys.
Yeah.
They won't do something that I haven't taught them unless it's good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they're even still going to ask me, hey, is this deal good? Is this deal bad? But that's what they've learned so much from my presence being there.
Yeah.
And now they run it the same exact way I do.
Yeah.
Correct.
You know what I mean? But if you can't give them the value and you can't teach them that stuff, like how are they ever going to tap into the market that you're into?
Yeah.
You know?
That's incredible. Let's as we wrap up, let's go over what's the future look like. I hate to like label something of like, here's my 5-year plan. Like, what do the next moves look like for you guys?
Yeah, that's awesome. So we have a warehouse that we're about to open the next 2 to 3 weeks. And the whole idea behind this warehouse was that once we all stop the partying and we stop like doing crazy shit, because you don't want an office where people just go in and work.
Yeah.
You want an office where people can go in and do everything. And I mean fucking everything. So it's like, you know what? I'm going to fucking buy a fucking warehouse and I'm going to build a gym in it that we're all going to train in every single day at 6 a.m., 6:30, whatever it is. And then I'm going to put my offices in there. You guys like to, after the office, you guys like to go to the sauna and the steam room and the cold plunge to cool down? No problem. I'm going to put that in my office too. So that is our next plan, is to build this cult and build up the warehouse.
Yeah.
To the point where it's just like,
Dude,
that
we
is
don't
our
need to
life.
leave. Like basketball court, golf simulator.
Yeah.
Everything.
You don't have the
leave.
battles? Is it?
Nah, I can't
No, it
paddle.
can't fit.
Too
The
much.
home is down
tried.
the street.
Yeah.
But that's our biggest thing that we got coming next.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to build out a bigger CRM so that everything can run a little bit smoother in our company. I mean, that's pretty much it. But my next move, I don't always plan my next moves. My next moves just happen.
Dude, you're like me. You know what I mean? I'm
I
like,
don't need
just
to
go. Just run.
plan
We just
something. I don't
run.
need to write something down.
Yeah.
Like whatever comes my way, I figure a way
runner.
out to make it fucking work. If
Yeah.
it costs me X, Y, Z, so
Swipe the
be
card.
it.
Yep.
It costs me X, Y, Z, and then I make it work. I'm the
Yeah.
biggest risk taker of them all, bro. I'll do anything to make something happen.
Dude, just by being with this guy, I wouldn't say I was afraid of risks, but I wouldn't take them. I would try to calculate them too much.
Yes.
But this guy's like, dude, just fucking do it. I'm like, bro, yes, every single
love
one
it.
has paid
I
off.
love that energy.
But
that's my energy. I love that.
we just
energy.
run, dude. We just put our head down
Just
and
go
run.
for it. You have to.
What else we got planned?
We have, CRM,
we
big
got
CRM
another,
we're building, warehouse.
We got the, what are we doing? Another conference? We're doing another
an
mastermind.
event.
Oh yeah, we're running Novac. That's the main camera right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Novac Mastermind going down mid-November. Novac Mastermind number 2. So Andy's
We're gonna try to do it at the warehouse.
I think Dan, you know Dan Fleshman?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Dan's I think gonna come for it. If you wanna,
Yeah,
obviously
bro.
maybe even speak at it, that would be
We'll
awesome.
have Andy there. Andy will be there
I'd love
again.
to be there, dude.
That was another thing that was so cool for us was we threw down this mastermind in Jersey. Dude, that was eye-opening.
Dude, I saw you. So one of my favorite podcasts I did was Spofford. And
Yeah.
I saw you speaking and do it. And that
Dude,
for
that
me
guy's
was
a
more,
beast.
He's awesome, man.
He's a beast.
Yeah.
He's a
Eric,
savage.
He's a
beast.
savage.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
bro.
when I was like,
He has a story.
Yeah. Crazy story.
I've paid bread for collaborations podcast. Hit him up. He gets back to me. Yeah, bro, I'll just do it.
Yeah.
And I was like, bro, that's respect. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because I know
Really
his
good
worth
dude.
and everything
Really,
like
really
that.
good
He was
dude.
like,
Yeah.
he'd come spend an hour with me. That easily could have got way more than nothing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it was like, it was invaluable.
We exposed ourselves, I feel like, so well. Like, dude,
Yeah.
we literally just
That
went
was.
it.
I saw you speak, and I was like, all right, respect. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it's kind of like Miami, the whole world in general. You want to
No,
sniff
no one
things
will
out
get
and
up on
shit.
stage in front of 200-300 people and just wing it. But that's the presence that we give everyone about the Novac Army. Like, we're
Yeah.
not afraid to do nothing.
Yeah.
You want to
Nah, it
fuck
was
with
cool,
us? No
bro.
problem.
Yeah.
You're
Do it
gonna
all.
you're gonna get hit hard. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? That's how we portray ourselves to others. Is just fucking going all in all the
Yes.
time, taking the risk. Like, dude, I didn't make money off that shit. I lost fucking
Yeah.
a lot of money.
Yeah.
But it was worth the exposure, and it was worth being around those people and the connections I made and the feedback I got from it was like out of this world. Like,
Yeah.
dude, all of us just teamed up and was like, dude, let's fucking run a mastermind.
Yeah.
I got fucking Eric. I got Andy. I got
Dr. D.
Dr. D, who's my doctor of biohacks.
Yeah.
Do you know Dr. D?
I don't, but I need
You know
to get
who
connected
Gary,
with
you
a
know who
doctor.
Gary
here.
Brecka is?
I know Gary Brecka.
Okay, so Dr. D is Gary Brecka on steroids.
I need this.
Yeah.
I need this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was
Gary
listening-
You're the
Brecka
perfect-
sucks.
dude,
I'll
it's
say it
awesome.
to
Dude, I was
his
listening.
face.
I met him.
Fuck, Gary Brecka's a fucking scam artist. Fucking piece of shit.
I want to do this thing. I don't
crazy.
know if you guys do it, but I was hearing Patrick David talking about saves a bunch of time and money where you can just do like a full body scan.
That's exactly what it is.
Okay,
Yeah.
it's scan
Yep.
like it's
Dude, I just
do it.
fucking galloped 32 pills.
Yeah.
Fucking before this. Like,
Yeah.
They take blood tests.
my blood.
Yeah.
It's
They
a
clean
full-time
it.
job.
That's
Yeah,
my
yeah, yeah.
most
I can
important
connect
thing.
you.
I love that.
Yeah.
Bro, it's great.
I love
mean,
the
I
help.
am on, I don't take steroids or anything, but I just take so much stuff
Yeah.
to help me perform and make me sleep better.
They see what your body's
I
deficient
think I
in
need a
and just
CPAP.
fix it.
I snore like a fucking train.
Really?
Dude, they'll
Yeah,
fix
that
it.
sleep- I know sleep is probably your number one.
Oh,
most
dude,
important
I
thing.
have to get 7-8 hours every single
Yeah,
night.
so
Yeah.
I need.
I go to sleep
I need a
9:30,
sleep
10
study.
o'clock.
Yeah, I like to lay down 9 o'clock, but I need a sleep study.
No,
for
that's
sure.
the beauty of biohacks. They'll do everything. Whatever.
Maybe stem cell?
they'll-
Yeah,
oh
dude,
yeah.
I
He
just
does
did
it all
it
the
on
time.
my knee.
Yeah,
I did some
yeah.
of my knee before.
They do
Dude,
everything.
everything.
do it all.
Yeah,
Everything.
Just have Jay connect you, man.
You
Yeah.
get your nurse, they put you on a plan, and it's not like Jake said. It's not like they're going to give you steroids and all this stuff to
That's unfortunate.
have you. Well, but they
I
run
run testosterone. That
Yeah,
makes you
they
exactly.
like
run your
Yeah.
blood and they
Yeah.
see what you're deficient in, and
Yeah.
they get you to the maximum wellness
Yes.
or the max potential your body has.
Yes.
And listen,
It's
it's
awesome.
going to cost you. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
1000%.
I'm all in with biohacks. I think it cost me almost like $250,000 a year. That's
Yeah.
like how much I pay. But
Yes.
dude, it's worth every penny.
1000%.
I don't. Why would? What else would I spend my money on? Like, I'm paying to be
Yeah.
healthier.
Yes.
My blood results are like perfect, dude. My blood pressure was through the roof before I went with them.
Yeah.
Perfect now.
Yeah.
I mean, I had fucking dude. There was so much shit, bro. I just and it's almost like a game. Like, you see what
Yes.
you're getting better at, and then they take you off it, and then they put you on something else to like, dude. It's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Biohacks is great.
That's
Shout out
probably
to
my
Dr. D
favorite.
for that.
I love it.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Let's wrap up. This is the last thing. You know, I wanted to bring it up. So we were watching the Olympics. What happened?
This is
Oh,
great.
we're talking about the real.
So
the
good.
real.
We were watching the
So
Olympics.
good.
No, dude. Fuck, I love basketball, right?
Okay.
Grew up playing it. Love the U.S. Olympics team. Shout them out. LeBron, KD, everyone. Team's nasty, all right?
Yes.
We came on, they played Puerto Rico today. I don't know if they won. I'm assuming they did. Whatever.
Played Puerto Rico.
No, dude, whatever. It's a group stage.
He's so
No,
locked
dude,
in.
I'm fucking just watching on the couch. And yes, it was a Friday, end of the month,
No, it was not a Friday.
Thursday.
Midweek.
Midweek. It was the end of the month. It was Wednesday, I think.
End of the month.
It's 2:30 and he's fucking on the couch like this, watching fucking basketball. I'm over here trying to fucking fund
It's
deals
so
and
good.
fucking collect on shit,
Yeah.
and EJ's just sitting here like this. I said, you know what? Fuck this motherfucker, bro. And I told the guys, I'm like, yo, I'm gonna break this.
No,
fucking TV.
Jake goes, he goes, watch this. Once he said that, I immediately took my phone out. I'm like, something crazy is about to
I
happen.
go, bro. I've had enough. So I got up and I just started running towards him. It's the last day of the month. What the fuck do you think you're doing? I just blasted a hydro fast.
That's insane.
Right on the fucking TV.
Yeah, nuts.
Fucking
Crazy.
threw it right
Dude,
there.
80-inch TV shattered.
He got up and looked at me. He was
Bro,
like,
I was like, I can't even do the face again. Like, I was shook. I was like, what the fuck just happened?
Yeah, it was wild.
It made my whole
That was
day.
so
I
good. It
showed
was
the
so
whole
good.
office. I was like, look at this dude. He's
Yep.
in Miami, bro.
let me ask you though, what are your plans? Finish up with that.
So hardcore right now, scaling the insurance.
Wait, after
profitability.
hearing us, are you gonna get your fucking guys down here or what?
They're already in the process of coming down here.
That's what
Love that
yeah,
shit.
Yeah,
Let's
they're in
go.
the process of coming down here. So, but now my mindset is like, I got 200 insurance guys right now. I'd love to get.
Dude,
50
what I could do with 200 cash advance brokers
Yeah,
is
man,
crazy.
200's a lot.
That's what I was wondering. Like, what would that? What
Dude,
does that
that
look
would
like?
be
It's a
insane.
headache, man. It's a headache. Yeah,
I
it's
hate to
too
be that
much,
guy.
bro.
Like,
It's a lot.
That looks like cool. That looks cool because that'll fuck you up. But yeah, no. So the insurance is phenomenal. You know what I mean? Just scale the profitability over the next 2-3 years. I got Sales Hub right now, and I've been torn because I was like, dude, I want
That's
to
the
launch
CRM
this.
you use? Oh,
So,
no, that's the,
so,
tell us about that.
so this is cool because like the biggest problem that I've noticed and experienced myself is like getting into sales. First off, when I was getting into sales, I didn't even know what sales was. So there wasn't enough like exposure. You go, like when people apply for jobs, where do they go? They go to Indeed. Like random
Yeah.
people, they go to
Yeah,
Indeed. And
we
shit
can
like
talk
that.
about that sales.
Yeah.
I gotta fucking.
Yeah, dude. And I was like, this is stupid. You know, as I'm reflecting, and I'm like, there needs to be a platform where it's like just people that go for sales, because not only do sales people
Made his own
get pissed that because there's like, I'm looking for a sales job.
Right.
I don't want to go work at Burger King. I don't want to go work at corporate
Yep.
IT or whatever it might be. And then the recruiters, you know how much money
Dude,
I've wasted.
you know the staffing companies we try and fucking fund? They're scams, bro.
Scams.
Horrible,
Scams.
dude.
Bro, I
Terrible.
spent,
Really
I
bad.
spent money with this one staffing company.
And none of
We're
the money is theirs. It's
None.
all fucking floated shit.
Dude, none.
I hate
dude.
funding staffers.
So I'm looking and I'm like, okay, well, how could I create a platform where you get directly connected with sales applicants and you're the sales recruiter?
Mm-hmm.
And so that's what Sales Hub is. And it started 3-4 years ago as a concept of like, I started a podcast just because I knew I was done reaching out and asking people. I'm never, ever have I been like thirsty. So like, especially with building a business, you're going to ask me for a job. I'm going to print money, sell insurance, and show you guys all the money that I'm making in insurance. You're going to ask me for a job. So I was like, I'll start a podcast. I'll market the lifestyle, I'll market all this. People will come to me. I'll pick the people I want. I'll sell off the people I don't want. Start to sell the recruits. And then I was like, why don't I create like a platform where people can just buy the recruits? And then I was like, why don't I solve this problem for both sides in one space, subscription based on both ends? So it's a subscription. It's $1 a day for you to find your sales job. It's $3 a day. It's $100 a month for you to be a recruiter. And then there's going to be packages as it
Really
scales
cool.
up.
Cool.
Sick.
That
Dude,
is really
it's
cool.
sick. And
That's
so like,
cool.
that's
Definitely
my
use that.
baby. That's my baby. So like, I'm going to just go hardcore.
Dude, scale the shit out of that.
Yeah,
Sell it.
that
Fucking
could blow
piss
up.
out of it, dude.
So, yeah.
Exit right out.
That's the goal is like, dude, I'm going to just, I don't care how much time it takes, how much money it takes. I'm going balls to the wall on Sales
I love
Hub.
that.
Yeah.
I want to ask you something, and this is something that I feel like we always talk about: sales. Like what it takes to be in sales.
Yeah.
What people think about sales.
Yeah.
What is your opinion on sales? For someone that, okay, anyone out there listening to this,
Yeah.
you are confused in life. You want to make a fuck ton of money.
Yeah.
What is sales to you? How can they do it?
Well, sales to me is a means to freedom, especially if like
Love
you
that.
break it down scientifically, like the economy.
Mm-hmm.
We could get some type of financial guy on here to give you like a better like breakdown, but it's as simple as this. People need to be into sales to afford to live because the world can't afford to pay people to live the way they need to live. It's impossible. But to excel in sales, if you're asking like in regard to like be successful in sales, I tell my guys all the time, the only thing separating you from going from 0 to hero, from 6 figures to 7 figures, or even hitting that first 6 figures, it's not a script, it's not a product, it's not even necessarily a company or a contract. It's one thing. The only thing I measure is the hunger. I
Yep.
can look a motherfucker in the eyes, and if I see that like dog in there where it's like, it's not Sunday, it's not Monday, it's not Tuesday, it's not a birthday, it's not Christmas, it's fucking go to war day. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to war on these phones, and I'm either going to sell or die.
Yeah.
Like, that was my mindset. I spent 2.5 years knocking on doors selling insurance at 18 years old. You know what I mean? So it's like, at 18 years old, the only thing I cared about is I thought about my mom and that food stamp card that would get declined, and I had no idea how a food stamp card could get declined. I'm like, bro, I called her after the first deal I sold after a weekend, and I'm like, but dude, I was so locked in 2.5 years, and even now, like, you're locked in doesn't necessarily like change energetically, it just changes physically. You know what I mean? Like when you were building a thing, you were making all the dials and doing every little detail, but you're locked in. Your energy didn't change. If anything, it grows because you see like the results and the lives that you're changing. Now it's evolved into, okay, well, as a CEO, I've got to find delegation. I've got to invest $500,000 here. Yep. I've got to acquire this building. I've got to acquire that. Like the energy, if anything, it gets more. The job just changes. You know what I mean? Like when you start out in sales, you start doing this much work and you're making this much money. And then over time, it feels like you're doing like this much work. It feels like it. Like sometimes I feel like I'm doing this much work and like I'll print this much bread. And I'm like, this doesn't make any sense because I remember knocking doors all day and night just to get this much bread. And that's what it takes for sales, bro. It's just hunger.
That's a really good way to put it.
That's a really, really good way to put it.
You're fucking up here and you're not making here, and then it slowly just fucking changes.
It's just people are soft and they quit because they're like, dude, I did a day of work. I did a week of work. Shut up.
Dude, I can't tell you how many people we've seen come through our doors that you think have so much potential, but are such a fucking pussy inside. Excuse my fucking language. Like they're just so soft, but you want it. You want to go after it, but something in the back of your mind keeps telling you like, no, this ain't for me. You know, like if people need to understand when they go into sales, it is time for war.
Yeah.
Like unless you make calls, you're not making money. Unless you close deals or you fucking start building residual income from whatever type of sales position you're in, like, dude, that's it. It's just you and you and you. But every single day you go in, like you
go to war.
Dude, you can make as much as you want.
Dude, and when there's a base, there's a ceiling. And I would much rather die. I'll always die on my feet, pursuing no base, no ceiling, than ever on my knees with someone's base. That's what I look at. Like when you accept the base, you hit your knees. Bro, no.
Yeah, like a 9 to 5.
Yeah,
no.
Never, bro.
And listen, I love my mom, I love my parents, and I love, like, I put in like my bio, and people would be like, what are you, a blue collar worker? I call myself a blue collar emperor because our product is structured for the blue collar. And like, dude, and it's more of like a sarcasm, but I love the world in general, but I look at every single human being and I'm like, dude, like sometimes my heart hurts. I'll just look at humans and I'm like, dude,
you're worth so much.
You're worth so much.
Sad,
I wish
bro.
you knew, just strangers. Like, I just wish you knew how beautiful and how powerful and how special, how amazing you could be if you just dug down deep and just realized.
Not fucking settle.
Dude, don't settle. You know what I mean?
Never settle.
Dude. Don't settle. You know, so that's till I die. Till I take my last breath, it's going to be the simple routine, push-ups and working out, reading and getting better until that's what I tell everybody that's super close to me. Like, I got one thing I'll vow to you, I'll promise to you. You know what I mean? It may not be $1 trillion. It may not be this pops off, that pops off, but I promise you until I die, I'm going to grow. Like, if you're around me, we're going to grow. You know what I mean? Like, that's the one promise. 100%. We are, like, I'm going to grow. That's what I can bring to the tables. I'm going to grow. So if you like that and you're down with that, that's the number one thing I'll promise. Because I'm really big on under promise, over deliver. Like, I'm going to deliver on my word. I'm going to over deliver.
Yeah. You know what I've seen too in the last, like, I say 4 to 6 months, I've seen so many people jump into sales, but they jump into it with the wrong person.
Yeah.
You know, just yesterday I get a phone call from one of my buddies. And I told him not to go work at a specific spot. And I was like, dude, do not do that. It's not going to fucking work.
This is huge.
I go, the backing isn't there. The people you're surrounding yourself with aren't there. You're going to work your ass off. You're going to fucking submit a shit ton of deals. Dude. You're going to get a lot of people on the phone and nothing's going to come out of it.
This is huge.
Called me yesterday and was like, dude, I fucked
Said I
up.
fucked up.
Took your advice.
Yep.
I should have took your advice. So I'll tell people this all the time in sales, is I'll tell them this. Listen, you can have a great company, great pay structure, great everything with a bad person, and it's not going to work out.
Yeah.
You can have a mediocre company, mediocre pay structure, mediocre all of that with a great person. You're going to do 10 times better.
Yep. I
am so sold on alignment with individuals, the character, the behind the doors, their soul, their energy, who they are, and having that alignment, then the product. Like, I'll show everybody, like, well, I'll do lives and stuff like that on sales, and I'll tell everybody, like, how important is it for the product to be a massive product for you to drive a commission? People will be like, blah, 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 the product's everything. And I'll be like, do you know there's a $2 product that launched last year that had 1.3 billion in sales?
Oh, dude, I'm so happy you brought this up, man. I'd rather have someone that believes in the fucking product that comes into work every day and just fucking blows smoke.
Yeah, bro.
Like, dude, you need to know the product is fucking
inside and out. Like,
inside and out.
Yeah. How are you not going
Like,
to?
it's crazy, man, that people even think that they can go work for someone who doesn't know anything about the business.
Yes.
Like, I literally told him, I was like, dude, don't do this. It's not.
We had multiple calls with the kid.
Dude, imagine this, okay? Tristan, you go to fucking work for someone who's making 20 grand a fucking month, okay?
Yeah.
But you're making fucking 50K a month already. Like, how does that make sense? You know what I mean? He came from a
love
car
that.
sales job, dude.
I love that.
He was
Yeah.
making 400K or 500K a year.
Yeah.
Then he goes to work for someone who's making 200K a year. What
Yes.
makes you think you're going to elevate and grow
Yes.
in that company?
Yes,
When
dude.
you already ahead of him.
Yes.
And guess what? The guy fucking lost like 70 grand in 2 months from just being a stupid fucking hanging around the wrong people.
Yeah.
And now here he is coming fucking to work for us.
It's so simple, dude. I always tell people, it's like, would you go into the gym and you look better than someone and you pay them to train you?
It's
like,
nuts.
Dude, I swear to God, in
Perfect way to
Chicago,
put it.
people do this. Their
Perfect
trainer
way to
will
put
look
it.
worse to them, and this is
Yeah.
why. This is probably the main reason I have to leave Chicago. I go to my nice gym. I swear, I can't wait to cancel it. It's $800 a month. I got my little sister on there. And I always call her and ask her.
Scale of a gym.
that's
I need to own that gym.
Gym is
Yeah,
bad.
what is
I always
that?
ask her, like, why do I bill that much? She's like, you have training sessions. So it's actually like, whatever. But listen, I'll see these trainers and they'll say trainer and I'll be like, oh my, like, pot belly. And like, the dude, like, whoever they're training will look better than them. And I'm like, this is an
It's nuts.
idiotic place. I have no idea what's going on.
And then you get the guys that fucking try and do it on their own.
Yeah.
And they end up coming back to you. You
Yes.
probably had plenty of those, right?
Thousands, dude.
Oh,
Thousands
it's
of
the
individuals.
worst. Dude, when I launched the first business down here that Jack worked for in EJ called Triple Crown Capital, at one point we had like 50 guys. And then remember I told you, like, I was like, you know what, fuck this. Like, I just want a small crew.
Mm-hmm.
So a bunch of guys actually left before I had a chance to even like tell them, you know, like, get the fuck out.
Yeah.
They all started their own thing. Every
Failed.
single one of the fucking shops just failed. And
Yep.
they tried to call us to come back. And I was like, dude, well, you didn't believe in me once.
Yeah.
Like, now all of a sudden I'm still here. I'm still doing it.
Yeah.
You know, so, but that's it, bro.
Crazy. This was a phenomenal podcast.
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
dude, I don't
Amazing,
know, like,
dude.
5, we'll go. Like you said, hour and a half, dude. So, anything else you guys want to add?
I think that's it, man. For anyone out there that's just struggling right now and just really not where they want to be, just, dude, find good people. That's
Find
it.
good people,
You just got to
seriously.
find
That's
good
everything.
people around
It's
you, man.
everything.
Get a
Yes.
little circle. Some guys are like, yo, how can I get into this fucking circle? How can I, you know, get to where you are? It's like, you need to get rid of the friends that aren't making you anyone. You need to
Yeah.
get rid of the people who are telling you to do the bad shit. You know,
Yeah.
like, even if it's just one homie, then you get another homie, then you get another
Cut it
homie.
out.
You need to find the friends that are talking about the right things.
The right
Yeah.
things, bro. And
100%.
listen, we've all heard that 1,000 times on fucking reels, you know, hang around the
my
right
God.
people.
Yeah, but
Yo,
it's so
it's
true,
so true.
bro. It's
Yeah,
so,
so true.
true.
So
So
true.
true.
Like, you think people in Hopewell Junction are talking about this?
You know
No.
what I mean? No one from where we're
yeah.
from is having a podcast on Saturday. Like, dude, it's,
No,
it's fucking
dude.
1:30 on a Saturday, and here we are. You know, I
Yeah.
could be doing a million other things, but
course.
I like telling my story.
Yes.
You know, it's going to lead to something.
Yeah.
It's inspiring.
I'm starting to,
Inspires
become
other
better
people.
friends with you.
Yeah.
You know, maybe we'll work together. Maybe
Yeah.
we'll fucking break bread together. Like,
Exactly.
those are the little things. Just step outside your box, man.
Yeah.
Stop being embarrassed. Stop.
Yeah.
Yep.
Stop being a fucking bitch.
You gotta just
You
do
know?
it. Just
Do
do
it.
it.
That's it, bro.
Lock in. So, hey guys, check out the Novac Army. If guys want to work with you or, you know, get any of your services or anything like that, where can they reach out?
They can.
We have the Novac Army Instagram. We have a
Yeah.
website.
Novac Army
Yeah.
Instagram. Let's
Daniels
start
will
there.
take
Check
care
it
of
out.
that. That's my boy.
Yeah.
Okay, so Novac Army Instagram. You guys can reach out there. I hope you enjoyed the podcast with
Yeah.
EJ. We got Jake and we got Jack. These guys are dope. They're running Miami. Stay tuned. AK
Appreciate you,
Financial.
man.
Tristan, you're the man. Thank you, bro.
Let's go.